The opposition in New Patriotic Party (NPP) has accused the NDC government of using incumbency to undermine press freedom and thwart fair reporting. According to the NPP, a tape recording in their possession proves that the National Democratic Congress (NDC) plans to use state funds to induce journalists to embellish and distort stories to enhance the chances of the NDC ahead of the 2012 general election. The NDC has, however, denied the allegations.
An audio tape making the rounds in the media is believed by the NPP to contain the voice of Deputy Information Minister Mr. Baba Jamal, who they claim is head-wing journalists with promises of employment and cash to help pursue the electoral agenda of the Mills Mahama administration in the run-up to the 2012 general election. At a press conference in Accra, the NPP said the deliberate strategy to use state funds to bribe journalists is unfortunate and a blatant abuse of incumbency by the NDC.
The aim of this disgraceful corruption and diversion of public funds is so as to get targeted journalists to slant their stories and reports to favor the NDC government and thus deprive Ghanaians, the taxpayers, the benefits of fair and accurate reporting.
The party gave a list of some journalists with their account numbers attached who they alleged are part of a national scheme to put journalists on a special payroll of the National Youth Employment Program (NYEP) in order to cover the monthly allowances to be paid them for their defense of the Mills Mahama NDC government, especially in the run-up to the 2012 general elections. They produced as evidence an appointment letter from the NYEP to one of the said beneficiaries of the plan signed by the national coordinator.
I have here in my hand a copy of such appointment letters where the gentleman involved has been posted to work at Metro TV, Upper East Region, and this letter is duly signed by the national coordinator of the NYEP. This is just a sample of the appointment letters. Meetings have been held between NDC officials and the targeted journalists to explain the rationale and the strategy to them and also to secure their confidentiality.
At the time of filing this story, Mr. Baba Jamal was in a meeting and therefore could not speak to us, so we turned the microphone in the direction of another Deputy Minister of Information, Mr. Samuel Okudzeto-Ablaka, for his response to the NPP's allegations against the ruling party.
If just by getting journalists on your side, you can win political power, the NDC will not have come to power. Because we saw in the last election, those who really, had the money to pay for all the airtime, to actually block all the spaces. The NDC was struggling to even place adverts. But the people of this country, the electorate, did not think that they will rely on only what adverts say or what journalists say. And they still rejected the NPP and voted for us. So we know better. We would not bribe journalists. I do not think that you can rely on only one internship letter to say that because of this internship letter, some journalist is being bribed.